This week, House Democrats are in Israel with AIEF to see the Jewish state firsthand, meet with top officials across the political spectrum, and see Israel's ongoing efforts to provide aid into Gaza. Thank you, Representative Steny Hoyer, for your strong pro-Israel leadership. Only 8% of Democratic voters support Israel's onslaught, but some House Democrats are more interested in catering to AIPAC than representing the 92% of Dems who have broken with Israel. This makes no fucking sense. That's why so many people literally think like, oh, they have like Jewish mind control. They're doing Jewish hypnosis, or they're doing like blackmail operations, right? Like that's it. Because it makes no sense. This is such a major fucking division between the voters, their understandable and justifiable demands, and the actual politicians themselves who are just like, nah, I don't hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Hi, I'm Steny Hoyer. I'm a congressman from Maryland.
Let me look at this motherfucker's age for a second. Like, hold on. Steny Hoyer age. Brother, this motherfucker was born before Israel. Brother, you are older than the state. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fuck you mean? 86 years old, going to Israel, being like, hello, I'm Steny Hoyer, and I'm here at the Jewish state. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, he's not the oldest sitting he's not the oldest sitting congressperson. That's the Republican. What's his face? The one that posts. The one that's a poster. I love that guy. What's his name? I'm forgetting it now. I'm sure someone in the chat's gonna say, yeah, Chuck Grassley. Chuck Grassley's the oldest, right? My goat, the Republican Chuck Grassley. He's insane. His posts are so funny.
For majority leader. In addition, I've been to Israel now 22 times, and we've just spent a week here. Obviously, extraordinary,
Chuck Grassley is 91 years old, and my goat, still posts.
Serious time. And what we found is, contrary to world opinion, Israel has been doing everything it possibly.
Hi, I'm Chuck Grassley. I'm Steny Hoyer, and while many of the young hip-hop style children online are saying that Israel's doing I can't even say the word genocide, I came here to see for my own two eyes, and it turns out it's very anti-Semitic to make this statement. Contrary to world opinion, I believe Israel is doing the right thing by killing all the Palestinian children. Grassley is the oldest sitting senator. Hoyer is the oldest standing senator. What do you, like, is that a joke because he's standing up right now? Is that what you're saying? Because like Chuck Grassley can't stand up? I'm confused. All-time Grassley tweet. Yeah, this is Chuck Grassley. This is why I say he's a poster. I'm at the Jefferson, Iowa Dairy Queen doing you know what. That's the joke? Okay, well, I'm neurodivergent. Okay, y'all are being ableist. Y'all are being ableist. Don't expect me to fucking get jokes. Bro thought jokes would fly, okay? We know jokes don't fly. Mina Kimes, the Hasanabi head? Who's Mina Kimes? Reading this GQ magazine, Blue Sky Social, profile of Hasan Piker and God, this paragraph just made me feel like the Crypt Keeper. Mina Kimes, NFL analyst at ESPN. Let's go. She said, reading this GQ magazine, Blue Sky Social, profile of Hasan Piker, and oh my God, this paragraph just made me feel like the Crypt Keeper. They're the creators who plays basketball with like Ludwig, Buddha, and the video game speedrunners like Point Crow, and the influencers co-hosts podcast, Cootie Cinderella, Will Neff, and Austin Show. You could visualize the streaming world as a series of lunch tables or loose clusters of collaborators like the AMP Collective and the FaZe Clan. This world of influencers is its own Hollywood with a distinct cast of A-listers and cult faves. Piker recently attended creator Tariyami's birthday party. Yeah, I realized that like if you don't know anything about streaming, you probably read that and you're like, that is the craziest. Like, who are these people? Like, who the heck are these people? Jason the Ween, FaZe Adapt. And then you're just like, the only person that you hear is like Miranda Sings and Love Island contestants. Like, that's the only decipherable part of this puzzle, you know? Anyway, let's get back to this.
To ensure that there's minimal damage to civilians who are not part of Hamas's.
Dude, Israel's PR, excellent, okay? It's hot. Israel, real hot right now. Yeah, this is great, man. This is great. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for telling us exactly what's going on. Israel's so hot right now, dude. They got the best people on this, okay? Virtually every single human being with a conscience has seen the charred flesh of children that Israel has melted with our weapons and goes, enough is enough. We have to stop it. They've seen the images of starving children. But hey, guess what? This fresh, hip, young, hot congressperson is going to tell you what's what. I came to Israel and I'm going to tell you that your hip hop style comments are anti-Semitic.
Army. Unfortunately, the world is not seeing that. And one of the things I've tried to tell the leadership in Israel, please get that message out. Please expose it. Send pictures. Have testimony from people who are being helped, because the world is.
He's like, I'm 750 years old. I've been to Israel 22 times. And I'm saying, like, please do better propaganda, Israel. Come on, dog. It's making it real hard for me to keep collecting cash from AIPAC. See, the thing is, like, why don't you just retire? Like, why? Why don't you just retire? You're literally gonna die, like, in a week, man. Why is this the thing that you want to spend the last fucking days of your existence on this planet doing? I will never understand this. Like, what is that? What compels someone to just do the old man grip strength death claw on their fucking seat of power? Like, you're on 1 HP, okay? You are on 1 HP. You're going to hell, Grandpa. First of all, you're definitely going to hell. If hell exists, you are going there for sure, okay? For fucking sure. And like the last moments that you have on this earth, instead of, like, I don't know, spending that with your grandchildren, you're over here defending the genocide of the apartheid state that has to get unlimited funds from America. On the one hand, you're like, oh, I don't think we can get health care for American citizens. Bitch, Israel has free health care, and they got all of their defense covered by us and their offense. Why? I just don't get why these motherfuckers stand to just, like, spend every waking moment of their lives doing this shit. What compels you? I need to understand. I need to understand why you're still doing this. Boredom, religion? No, it just doesn't make any sense to me, man.
Got a view that I don't think is accurate. One of the critical issues we were concerned is Israel is certainly seized with the critical objective of getting the hostages.
Bro, he can't even speak. Also, this is so stupid and so wrong. Yeah, dude. Israel is so predisposed with, like, getting the hostages home. They really care about that. Famously. That's why they kill them, like, all the time. That's why they've killed a shit ton of the hostages. You know, get them home in a body bag.
Hostages home. Sadly, we think most of the hostages.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder why you think most of the hostages aren't alive. Maybe because Israel has bombed them, shot them directly, and also while they were waving white flags, and also starving them. Perhaps that's the reason why many of these hostages are not making it home.
They're still held, are not alive. But we think there are at least 20 that are alive, and we need to do everything we possibly can to get them home.
Also, the remaining quote-unquote hostages are prisoners of war. They're military. They are part of the Israeli occupying force, okay? That's a different term for it. It's called a prisoner of war, okay? Hostages, on the other hand, are what you could call many of the Palestinians, 10,000 plus, that are in permanent military detention, administrative detention, for the crime of being Palestinian within eyesight, within the crosshairs of a settler or an Israeli occupying force soldier that is illegally occupying the West Bank. So, like, those are the hostages, you know, the real hostages.
But in addition to that, we also talked about, and the Israelis, including the prime minister, indicated how important it was to get food to people who were hungry. Once again, Hamas has victimized its own people and does not care about its own people. And
bro, if you could get one-shotted by a spicy chicken nugget, you should stop being in Congress. Every part of this is so busted. Like, he's so fucking old. He's doing unlimited Zionist Hasbara propaganda here, just like relitigating the same old dumb shit that we've heard a million times over. And on top of that, it's just like, you're fucking old. You're so goddamn old. You're gonna die literally any moment. You're barely fucking breathing. And it's like, with my final breath, I need to save Israel's genocides marketing. I need to make Israel, I need to make people believe that Israel is in the right. It's so dumb. Yeah, he almost said starving and then turned around and said hungry.
Its own people, and does not care about its own people, and has made it very difficult to get the food that they need to them. We urged Netanyahu and the military.
The background music is also incredible. Incredible. Copyright-free market, like copyright-free background music playing as the backdrop of a necrotic carcass older than the fucking genocidal apartheid state, trying to defend the policies of starvation. Incredible. How do you look at this and just think like, man, you know, these are good guys, really invested in their own constituents. Okay, how? They're not invested in anything. They don't want democracy. They hate it. AIPAC Tracker reports 85-year-old Rep. Steny Hoyer has collected over $1.7 million from AIPAC and the Israel lobby.
From Maryland's 5th District and the former majority leader of the United States House of Representatives, and a very proud friend of the state of Israel. I join you in celebrating not only 77 years of Israel's independence.
I hate these motherfuckers, man. I hate them. I hate them so much. May this person never experience a moment of joy for the rest of his fucking already very limited time he has on this earth. God damn, dude. God, if there was any fucking... I wish there was real justice on this planet. And these fucking carcasses didn't just get to do whatever the fuck they want and continue advocating to murder as many children on the other side of a fucking made up boundary by a settler colonial state hopped up on Nazi ideology, doing a fucking live stream Holocaust that they get to defend over and over and over again to their last dying breath. God damn it, dude.
To do everything they could to make sure we overcome that challenge. It is a serious time. I think Israel, in its response to October 7th, has made the world safer in many respects, and certainly the Middle East safer, and closer to reaching an agreement on a broadened Abraham's Accord with...
Again, remember, this is the Uniparty. That's a Democrat talking about Trump's Abraham Accord policy that literally contributed to October 7 happening, that greatly escalated the tension in the region, okay? Writing out the Palestinians and Palestinian sovereignty from the equation when they're right there as Israel is like continuing to increase the violence of its apartheid regime was what made October 7 inevitable, okay? It turned the environment, it turned the heat on this conflict up by 1,000. This is a Democrat. If there was any sort of disagreement here, you should be actively tackling this issue from a fucking partisan perspective. But you won't. You're dick riding Trump 1's policies, as you're currently also dick riding Trump 2's policies as well, the continuation of the Abraham Accords, just as Joe Biden did. This is the problem. A lot of people still come in here and they yell at me. They're like, bro, you fucking love, you wanted the Republicans to win secretly. Like, that's what you wanted. It's like, no, man. No. I want the Democrats to actually be a force that is a counterbalance against the growing fascism of the Republicans. I despise the Democrats for their closeness to the Republicans, okay? They just sell you a lie and claim that they have to be close to the Republicans so they can win, okay? That's a lie. They don't have to do that at all. And as a matter of fact, they end up losing over and over again because of that. But also, what is a victory of that sort if you are invested in making change? Like, if the difference between a D and an R next to your name is going to be woke and gay genocide versus anti-woke and homophobic genocide, then there is not a significant difference. There's not a significant difference at all. And people increasingly try to hyper-focus on woke versus anti-woke, gay versus homophobic, so that they can justify consistently rewarding the Democrats that are unable or disinterested in fighting against the Republican Party. It's so goddamn frustrating, man. It sucks. But yeah, like I always say, you just cannot give up the fight. You just can't. You just can't stop pressing. You just can't stop pushing these people, because there are a lot of people out there, both domestically in the United States of America, that need our help. There are a lot of people out there around the globe that need our help. They don't have the opportunity to just fucking sit around and exist. They're being slaughtered. So even if it feels like it's for no reason, right? Even if it feels like all of your pressure, all of your pushing is not leading to any sort of reasonable change in the short enough time frame that you want to see that change in, you can't stop pressing. You can't stop putting, and you must not stop putting one foot in front of the next in the right direction. That's it. You just have to fucking put your head down and keep pushing and keep pressing. And if you can't do it because you can't see a positive solution out of this, and you find yourself at the mercy of nihilistic tendencies, you find yourself falling into a nihilistic opinion that says, what is all of this for? Why should I keep doing this? Everything fucking sucks. Then spite is a good motivator, because Israel and Israel defenders want you to shut the fuck up. Israel defenders want you to feel down. They want you to feel like you have no power in this equation, okay? So if you're not going to do it for the victims, if you're not going to do it for all of those who have been murdered so far, to make sure that their deaths are not in vain, if you're not going to do it to try and save as many people as possible who haven't been murdered yet, then you can just do it because you are going to piss off some of the worst people on the planet, some of the most annoying people on the fucking planet with your presence. That's why I always say you have to be an undeniable force, okay? Rarely do you see this much demonstrably false bullshit packed into a video this short. Is the only compelling argument made here is for term limits. Yeah, also, and I'll show you like the little victories here. Buttigieg's Pot Save America segment on Israel went so poorly, he's cleaning it up on Politico today. And he also did a fucking horrible job of trying to clean it up on Politico too. And I'm going to get to that in a second. But like the very fact that he had to run back to Politico to be like, well, actually, you know, I think, yeah, maybe I would stop weapons to Israel as it's doing I wouldn't say it's a genocide, blah, 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 all this shit. Like, the very fact that he felt the stress and he had to course correct implies that the pressure campaign is working, okay? Also, here's another funny moment. A student opening their live results on BBC. On that note...
So on that note, I just want to say Free Palestine and the genocide, and the BBC is complicit.
All right, we're here to talk about A-level results.
BBC is complicit.
Yo, that is a swagged out white boy, dude. Liverpool City College lad. A-level students are receiving their results. He said Free Palestine. BBC's complicit.
All right, thank you for your thoughts. We're here to talk about A-level results today.
That's my go right there. That you love a swagged out white boy wearing a Kangol hat, okay? Saying Free Palestine. You keep saying you want a Democratic Party that can advance populist policies which can help it to win, but you refuse to do a live reading stream of Kamala's new book, 107 Days, available for order now on Amazon and book retailers everywhere. That's awesome.